Hi guys, welcome back to Garden a Little. My name is Seema, I'm in Zone 6A, and let's do a little update. Last time I showed you my new garden bed and I'm so excited about it. Let's see what's been going on in here. Last time we started on this side and you could barely see anything on the side, and look at this. Just 1 week of difference. Wow. That is a lot of little seedlings coming up. Here we have Swiss chard growing. It kind of got misplaced because it was supposed to be a nice straight row, but after I planted these, we had pretty good thunderstorms following it and it might have displaced my seeds. This row right here are my beets, and as you can see, there's a ton of them coming up. So healthy. I'm so happy about them. Here in this row we got the cabbage. I really need to thin this out. Actually, I did already once. I harvested some microgreens from this and put it on my taco and it was delicious. But I still have a lot of work to do. This row was my beet accident row. As I said before, this is not a beets row, but we have a ton of little beets going on here. Just everywhere, which I'm not mad about. It's a grown space and it's being utilized, so I'm happy about it. Here we have some kale. It's doing pretty good as well. Not too bad. More beets for unknown reasons. Here I got my radishes, and as you can see, they're forming already, and it's so exciting. They got their little root growing. I'm very excited about that. Here I got some lettuce planted. I guess it's coming up, but it's taking a long time. Here I have some chives planted. They are finally starting to pop up. And again, another beet. Who knows how it ended up here. But these guys are just now starting to poke out. And it's cute, so I can't complain. This little section of my sad transplants, honestly, I don't think they will pull through. I mean, just look at them. They are practically dead. This one completely lost one better half of it. So I think it's pretty much a goner at this point. Even my healthy looking spinach is dying. And these 3 carrots though, 2 and then 3, they're looking great. So if I do end up pulling up this section here, I will leave these carrots just to see how they're doing, because I think that's super cool to be able to grow carrots. And some of these things don't look so bad, like this beet looks pretty good. And this kale plant looks pretty nice too, pretty strong. So I'm giving this section a chance. One of my plans was to plant these cold hardy things, and then by the time it was time to plant my tomatoes and cucumbers and peppers, like hot type of deal plants, these will already be ready and I will be pulling them up and boom, there we go. There is more space to plant. But our spring decided to just not show up this year, and winter has been here forever. So as you can see, these guys are nowhere close to being harvested. So I'm kind of struggling of, should I pull these guys up before they even have the chance to produce, or do I give them more time? I'm not really sure what to do, because obviously I'm not gonna have any cabbage by this time. Not even close. I was hoping at least to have a couple of leaves or just anything really, because this was my first ever time growing anything cold hardy. So, and from seed. So I'm kind of just curious to see what happens in 2 weeks. That would be my last frost day. As you can see, this is the type of ground I'm working with. So raised bed is my only way to go, pretty much. Quick review on my DIY cage. It actually turned out to work really well. We had some snow and wind and tornado warnings. This thing surprisingly held up pretty well. I even saw some birds on here and nothing is ripped, nothing is broken. It's a great little protection cage. So that worked out well. And indoors, these little guys are eager to move outside. I'm in zone 6A, like I said before, and my last frost date is around the end of April, like April 29th. I'm planning on moving these guys out in the first week of May. It was supposed to get warmer earlier, but it didn't. I was just looking back at my Snapchat stories, and apparently last year around this time, it was already 70 outside. This year, outside, it's barely 40s. So these plants are not going outside anytime soon. I keep these guys under a light, and I occasionally come through and kind of graze my hand through them just to make them a little sturdier. These are peppers. They're getting some true leaves, which is great. I'm very excited to see all of that. These are some of the tomatoes. Again, they're getting really eager to go outside. They got their true leaves and they're reaching for the lights. This guy just kind of came up. I used these pots for different plants and I repotted some plants and evidently I forgot a seed in here. So this will be a surprise of either cucumber, zucchini, pumpkin, whichever it may be. These guys are doing so good. This is my cucumber and oh my goodness, doing so great. There's another big one here. Wow. Definitely ready to go outside. This guy's gonna be ready to climb here soon. Oh my goodness. These are my okras. It looks like only one is doing great. This one was doing good, but then I think I broke the leaf over here and it's not too happy with me about that. This guy was always dying, so I might just call it a day with that guy. But this okra looks like it's coming out pretty good. And I got some more tomatoes in here. This year I planted my seeds and rookie mistake did not label my pots. So I just know in general that this is a tomato and this is tomatoes. And these are zucchini and cucumbers and pumpkins. Now which one is which, I'm not completely sure, but we'll see, right? Here then I got some more peppers. I heard that peppers are really, really hard to germinate. So I planted a bunch because my seeds were old and I wanted some peppers, but they sprouted everywhere. So I'm gonna have a lot of pepper plants. Here I got some eggplants, little cute guys. They're getting their true leaves finally, so I'm excited for that. And here I got some more tomatoes. These are the orange ones, I believe. The reason I say that is because I know they are a tomato plant, but they don't look like regular tomato plants. So that is my guess for these spots. So I'm gonna plan on moving these guys outside as soon as I can. Now, one thing that you do wanna do is harden the plants off. What does that mean? Hardening off the plants means that I'm gonna put these guys outside when it's warm for them so they can experience the real sun, the real wind, the real life, and be able to survive when I plant them outside for the full time. Now you want to do this gradually. You do not want to leave these plants outside for a whole entire day one. You want to move these guys outside for 2 to 4 hours at a time and let them get used to the wind, the sun, everything in between. So I'm gonna start doing that next week. I'm so excited and I'm really hoping for some good weather. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today, and I can't wait to see what next week brings. See ya!